junior, it counted 3. If you were a sophomore, 2. And if you were a freshman, 1. This year, the captains that represent the 2010 football team for Greenwood High School: Jeremy James, Colin Schifetti, DJ Sweat, and Austin Mack.
Obviously, this year didn't turn out the way we wanted. We're not playing tonight, but I had a lot of fun with all y'all. Rooting for the world. I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents, coaches, all y'all for being there week in, week out, and had a blast this year. I agree. The year didn't turn out the way that we wanted it to, especially for me. Probably never looked forward to something as much as I look forward to this senior year, and then, you know, to get an injury halfway through is devastating. But the 5 games that I did play as a senior were one of the most fun things ever. And there's nothing that I would do but to have the rest of the season back. But I would like to thank my parents and coaches especially. Each one of you have changed me in some way for the better. And I'd like to thank my teammates. We kind of had this motto or something that our Mr. Now told us about. And it was called Hold the Rope. And it was, they asked in West Virginia, they asked a player, what if he was hanging off a cliff by a rope, who would he want to be holding the other end of that rope to save his life? And some people said, oh, the big guy, you know, somebody really strong, Jeremy here with all the awards. Or, you know, somebody like a big lineman or something like Chancho or Fox or somebody like that. But one player said, it doesn't matter, any of my teammates could be holding that rope, because we should have trust and faith in every single one of you guys, and I feel I do. I feel it's a family, and I'll remember all of you. And thank you for a great senior year. I got that right in. Yeah, obviously the season didn't go as planned as we wanted it to. But I'd like to thank all the coaches, all the players, all the seniors. Doesn't even seem real to be standing up here right now giving a speech. It's kind of weird, actually. I'd like to thank my family. And most of all, my biggest influence, my grandpa. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Taught me everything I know. But made a good run, man. 4 years. Nuts. Kind of trying not to cry, man. But once again, thank you, everybody.
I'm not as good as improvisation as these guys, so actually. Hello, everyone. In case you don't know me, I'm sorry, because that's a real shame. I had a great year. Well, actually, I had a great 4-ish weeks before Jeremy broke my leg. And all of my dreams for my senior season. Just kidding, Jeremy. I want to go ahead and start thanking all those who made this possible. First and foremost, I want to thank the good Lord for blessing me with everything that I have in ways that I can count. Amen. And for giving me guidance when I needed it most. I want to thank my mom for washing my clothes and taking me to practice and always telling me a good game, even I did freaking terrible. I want to thank my dad for being there on the sideline in case someone suddenly died. And for always being realistic about my games and always reminding me that there's always room for improvement. To my girlfriend, Erin, and she's going, oh God, oh God. Thank you for putting up with my emotional outbursts this year, my inability to hang out because of 4 hours of practice every day, and for always giving me a hug, even if I was straight up nasty. Love you too, honey bun. I attribute most of my success throughout my high school career to my brother. I attribute most of my success to him coaching me and him setting an example for me to follow. He always reminded me to stay low, use my hands, and tear after the ball. He inspires me, even now, through his humility and his hard work at the D1 level, and I hope that I can make him proud when I play football in college. I love you, bro. To all of the coaches, I appreciate all the hard work you guys have put in this season. Coach Kavanaugh, you're an awesome, awesome head coach, and even though I'm never going to forget the pain of you making me use a piss and 4-point stance, eventually I'll learn to accept it and hopefully move on. Coach Jaggers, you're a great guy and a great coach, and I always appreciated you wearing calf socks like a boss. I was disappointed that I was unable to convince you to run the guard sweep that I wanted to do since I was a freshman, but I'll forgive you. Oh, and the Bears are literally terrible. Trotter, I always thought you were hilarious when you would do a cartwheel, because it's just not natural for a hefty man like yourself to do I always enjoyed your interjections on the sideline, whether they be appropriate or not. And thank you for never getting too mad at us if you were screwing everything up. Coach Lockhart, you have a passion for not stepping on ropes that cannot be found anywhere else on this earth. And I want to thank you for always reminding me of the basics. Coach Strode, you definitely earned the title of cool coach because you could talk to us in our language and we wouldn't have to do drop scoring. Coach Garrett, I want to thank you for always lighting up practices with both your energy and the massive amounts of light that reflects like your shiny ball head. I want to rub it before the night's over. Coach Masalia, even though you're a ginger and you don't have a soul. You're a really chill guy, and I really respect you. Lots of thanks for getting me food. And finally, Coach Parker. I want to especially thank Coach Parker for defending this country and its people as a Power Ranger. Go Power Rangers! I made her the pink one. And to everyone who's going to be here next year, good luck, guys. You all are capable of great, amazing things, but only if you work your butts off and come together and play together as a team. If you do that, everyone will fall down at your feet, cry, and beg for mercy like little girls. To my seniors, you all rock, and the past 4 years have been absolutely incredible. I would not trade them for anything. And to my bird dogs, and you know who you are. You're my family and my brothers, and I love you guys. I'm going to miss this, but whenever I think about it, I'm always going to think about it with a smile on my face. Thank you.